Right, so back at it again, but not really, but also a little bit, but also just, I haven't, I made the first like 3 videos like 11 months ago now. That's quite a long time, but I just did it in the first of our lockdown things, just for my own sake really, just cause it was something to do, and it was quite nice to share my love of this. And I realised I did the first half of reading out these, and then I said I would do the next half, which I never did, which is nice. So I'm going to now. It's like, oh, it's midnight. It's bang on midnight. That's fine. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd get up and do it because I've been thinking about it. Also, I was thinking about the fact that my other one actually had like 700 people watch it, which is a bit excessive. So to recap, this absolute gem of an album, AM by the Arctic Monkeys, who I 100% adore and love, and there's nothing you can do to tell me that they can do anything wrong, apart from their new album. But that's something I wanted to discuss. I wanted to discuss because people hate on this album. They hate on this album because it's popular. They say, oh, it's so overplayed, or it's this, that and the other. But it's popular and overplayed for a reason, because it's amazing. Like everything, there is not one song in here that I can fault. It's all fantastic. But people don't, It's people who, it's AM fans who love Humbug, who hate AM. And then when Tranquility Base came out, the Humbug fans were like, oh my god, I love Tranquility Base. It's so different. I'm not hating on them. Like, yeah, go ahead, love what you like. It's just a bit annoying. If it's an amazing album, credit it being an amazing album. Because there are people who are like, oh, I like Humbug because it's so unique and nobody really knows about it, this, that, and the other. If you're liking it just for the clout of being quote-unquote indie, then like Suck It and See, because everybody hates Suck It and See, but I love it and it's my favourite AM album. Anyway, enough of me ranting. It's the boys TM. Let me see if this is where I haven't got the lyric sheet. I'm also gonna like forget whether I'm whispering or soft speaking. I prefer whispering videos. Just because I don't really know why. I don't even know if you can hear that. Can you hear the little wall? There's something nice about that. There's something always nice about that. Did I just read the first half, or did I stop it? Because what is the B-side? Does that start at Mad Sounds? It does, it starts from B-side, starts at Mad Sounds. So I think in the last video I did the whole of the A-side. So it's there if you want it. I think my issue is reading it but not singing it. So reading it just normally. And I'll talk a bit about each track. Mad Sounds. I have fond memories of sitting in my friend's wardrobe crying as Mad Sounds was playing. For good reasons, like funny reasons. It wasn't like a really dramatic thing. It was fine. But Mad Sounds, it really hits. It hits the feels, I think. And I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. And if I trip up, it's because it's late and I should be sleeping. So Mad Sounds. Mad sounds in your ears make you feel alright. They bring you back to life. Mad sounds in your ears make you get up and dance. They make you get up. Yeah, they make you get up. Love buckles under the strain of those wild nights. Run but you cannot hide. Mad sounds in your ears. They make you get up and dance. They make you get up. All night long they reappear. They make you get up and dance. Yeah, they make you get up. Suppose you've got to do what you've got to do. We just weren't feeling how we wanted to. You sit and try sometimes, but you just can't figure out what went wrong. Then out of nowhere, somebody comes and hits you with an ooh la la la. It's just such a, it's just a good song. You've got those mad sounds in your ears to make you get up and dance. Mad sounds in your ears, they make you get up and dance. Alex's voice fits it perfectly. It's the whole kind of like crooner. It's a crooner song, but it's still magnificent. Fireside. I like is it Fireside or Knee Socks? One of them has a strumming pattern, like guitar. Jamie Cook's rhythmic strumming pattern that I just can't wrap my head around. I can do it, but if I sing and do it, can't do it. Not happening one bit. Fireside, I think it's my uncle's favourite song on the track, and it is iconic. But also Knee Socks. I don't know why, but Fireside and Knee Socks give me the same vibe. But I like them both. They're not the strongest on the album. 100% not the strongest. I think I've already said my favourite is Arabella, hands down. I'm not massive on One for the Road, but it's good. Number one party anthem, Arabella and Mad Sounds, probably my top 3 of this album. Anyway, Fireside. I can't explain, but I want to try. There's this image of you and I, and it goes dancing by in the morning and the night time. This Fireside reads more like a poem, so it's just lovely, isn't it? Right. There's all these secrets I can't keep. Like in my heart, there's this hotel suite, and you've lived there so long, it's kind of strange now you're gone. I'm not sure if I should show you what I found. Has it gone for good, or is it coming back around? Isn't it hard to make up your mind when you're losing and your fuse is Fireside? There's all those places we used to go, and I suspect you already know that place on memory lane you liked still looks the same, but something about it's changed. I love that line. That place on memory lane you liked still looks the same, but something about it's changed. The sibilance in that sentence. And I thought I was yours forever. Maybe I was mistaken, but I just cannot manage to make it through the day without thinking of you lately. Oh, Fireside. Iconic. Okay. That's a nice sound. I forget sometimes it's not just whispering, it's sounds. I have no nails. I have no nails to tap on things. So, rip. But there's something nice about the sticky tapping. I don't know. It's just... Anyway. Number 9. Why Don't You Call Me When You're High? That's the one that everybody complained is overplayed. But it is. I love the music video. The music video for that, when his phone starts sinking into his hand and he breathes fire. Just breathes blue. It's just, drugs, man. Don't do them. Or do. Whatever you want. Why don't you call me when you're high? The mirror's image tells me it's home time, but I'm not finished because you're not by my side. And as I arrive, I thought I saw you leaving, carrying your shoes. Decided that once again I was just dreaming of bumping into you. Now it's 3 a.m. and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls until my message you replied. Why don't you call when you're high? Hi. Why don't you call me when you're high? I never realised that was like a high as in a salutation high before, which is interesting. Somewhere darker, talking the same shite. I need a partner. Well, are you out tonight? It's harder and harder to get you to listen. More I get through the gears, incapable of making all right decisions and having bad ideas. And I can't see you here, wonder where I might. Sort of feels like I'm running out of time. I haven't found what I was hoping to find. You said, gotta be up in the morning, gotta have an early night. And you're starting to bore me, baby. Why do you only call me when you're high? And why do you only ever phone me when you're high? It is that ding 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 ding. It's great. It's great. I love it. I can play that. It's one of the riffs. I'm not very good at playing riffs. I'm not a riff kind of guy. But it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, number 10, Snap Out of It. This also has a brilliantly iconic music video. Just the snap out of it gifs. You say that to anybody who's like a hardcore AM fan, and they'll be like, yes, I know. It says wreck. I'm like, you know exactly what's going on. Snap out of it. What's been happening in your world? What have you been up to? I heard that you fell in love, or near enough. I gotta tell you the truth. I wanna grab both your shoulders and shake you, baby. Snap out of it. I get the feeling I left it too late, but baby, snap out of it. If that watch don't continue to swing, or the fat lady fancies having a sing, I'll be here waiting ever so patiently for you to snap out of it. Forever isn't for everyone, is forever for you. It sounds like settling down or giving up, but it don't sound much like you, girl. Under a spell, you're hypnotized, darling. How could you be so blind? The whole thing's just a big love album. I was making this point to a mate recently that you can't have indie love songs that aren't just about heartbreak and dismay. You never get a love song that's about a functioning relationship. I can't think of any. Then my friend said to me, oh, Toothpaste Kisses by the Maccabees. But that's still heart-shaped bruises and lines. It's like, oh, not to be like Lana Del Rey romanticising that and everything. That was a joke. I love Lana. I might do Born to Die next as the next album. Or I could do Suck It and See. Or, I tell you what I do have. I can't get it. Well, I could get it now. But then it would just be like I won't, I'll move on. Where were we? Oh, I was just explaining that you can't have an indie love song without it being about heartbreak and dismay. Why don't you call when you're high? Just an example, it's somebody in love with somebody but they're constantly off their face. Mad Sounds, that's kind of cute, but it's still love buckles under the strain of those wild nights. So you can't love somebody if you're having constant like one night stands. Knee Socks. Next one, Knee Socks. That's got a more functional love song. But again, it's still not. It's still not. Tell you what, I love Knee Socks. Actually, I said it wasn't the strongest, but I'm lying. I changed my mind. Because it's got Joshua Homme on it from Queens of the Stone Age, and he sings that high bit at the end, and that is beautiful. They must have done a swap, because If I Had a Tail by Queens of the Stone Age has got Alex singing on the kind of end of it, and Knee Socks has got Josh on the end of it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the studio at the same time and they just saw each other and were like, oh, do you want to do a thing? Let's do a thing. And they did a thing. That's like, there's I will definitely 100% be doing some Jamie T albums, even if people who watch don't know who Jamie T is, because he's the best. Just the best. The best. It's fantastic. Anyway, because he did a song with Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine, but it never got released because they happened to be in the same studio at the same time. They must have been mates or whatever, or South Londoners. So yeah, they ended up doing a thing together back like 2009, something like that. And but it never got released, which was quite sad. Anyway, Knee Socks. You've got the lights on in the afternoon, and the nights are drawn out long, and you're kissing to cut through the gloom with a cough drop coloured tongue. And you were sitting in the corner with the coats all piled high, and I thought you might be mine. In a small world on an exceptionally rainy Tuesday night, in the right place and time. When the zeros line up on the 24-hour clock, when you know who's calling even though the number is blocked, when you walked around your house wearing my sky blue Lacoste and your Knee Socks. I remember I went to, side note, Meadow Hall, which is, our family call it Meadow Hall, which is a massive shopping centre up in Sheffield. And I was like, I'm going to get myself a sky, this is quite a while ago, I'm going to get myself a sky blue Lacoste polo shirt. And then I was like, not for 80 quid, I'm not. Well, you cured my January blues. Yeah, you made it all alright. I've got a feeling I might have lit the very fuse that you were trying not to light. You were a stranger in my phone book. I was acting like I knew because I had nothing to lose. When the winter's in full swing and your dreams just aren't coming true, ain't it funny what you'll do? The late afternoon, the ghost in your room that you always thought didn't approve of you knocking boots. That's such a clever line. He's being very coy with that. Never stopped you letting me get hold of the sweet spot by the scruff of your knee socks. You and me could have been a team, each had a half of a king-queen seat. Like the beginning of Mean Streets, you could be my baby. That goes on for a bit, and then you get Josh in the back going, all the zeros lined up, but the numbers blocked when you come undone. Wow. 12. The final eye. I was going to say I'm not happy with that being the end song. I love an album that is wrapped up. Just like it just feels complete as a complete piece of art. I've got Day and Age by Killers. Every track on that slaps. It's amazing. But at the end of it, you're left like, oh, there should be another song that ends this album. He doesn't wrap it up in a neat little parcel. And people have said, oh yeah, that makes you want more. But it leaves you in a sense of, I'm going to have to wait to however many years to get more. That's how albums work. Unless, of course, you're in the pop industry. That's how real albums work. I'm opinionated on music. Don't listen to anything I say. I'm constantly spouting shit. It's based on the John Cooper Clarke poem. John Cooper Clarke. That's John Cooper Clarke. Peak. I love Mallorca by him. That's a good poem. Some of the others. He did a haiku that, I'm not going to trying to fit something into 16 syllables is very difficult. It's like, do you know what? Yes. Anyway, it's a poem, or an adaptation, should I say, of a poem called I Wanna Be Yours. John Cooper Clarke is a performance poet. And that's just everybody loves to say, oh yeah, it's from John Cooper Clarke, but you should go and watch his performances of them because it's good. And I guarantee this poem is a staple part of English language. I want to say language, might be literature. Anyway, GCSEs in the UK, which are the main exams when you're 16. So your secondary career is leading up to, and you have to. We do a section on poems, and I Want to Be Yours as a staple of that, and I kind of think about Alex. I kind of like to think that he's had to do it for his GCSE and then wrapped around, and then like, we need one more song. James Forders looks at him and goes, we need one more song, mate. And he's like, I know what I can do, and whips that out. Anyway, I want to be your vacuum cleaner, breathing in your dust. I want to be your Ford Cortina, I won't ever rust. If you like your coffee hot, let me be your coffee pot. You call the shots, babe, I just want to be yours. Secrets that I have held in my heart are harder to hide than I thought. Maybe I just want to be yours, I want to be yours. And that bit is the chorus and stuff, as Alex has written, hasn't been taken from the poem, because it talks about dreamboat and teddy bear within the poem itself. Let me be your lecky meter and I'll never run out. Let me be the portable heater that you'll get cold without. I want to be your setting lotion, hold your hair in deep devotion. How deep? I'll be at least as deep as the Pacific Ocean. I want to be yours. See, that's the nice one, nice love song. But the issue is, like I was saying, if you study it for GCSE, it's not nice. But not nice in the sense of you have to study it. It's not nice as you look into it, and it's like, so they're degrading themselves to being a vacuum cleaner and this, that, and the other, to act sycophant towards this person, basically. Sycophant. I love that word. It's a fantastic word. I'm going to do I'm going to read the credits as well. Just get excited about. I love reading credits. When I buy vinyl, first thing I do is read the credits. Maybe that's really nerdy. I do it anyway. Words by Alex Turner. Music by Arctic Monkeys. Published by EMI Music Publishing Limited. Except track 7. Words by Alex Turner and Alan Smith. Music by the Arctic Monkeys. Published by EMI Music Publishing Limited. Copyright control. Track 12, Words by John Cooper Clarke. There you go, that's the same. Music by Arctic Monkeys. Published by EMI Music Publishing. Produced by James Ford. Co-produced by Ross Orton. Engineered. James Ford is just on another level. Just James Ford as a producer is on another level. Anyway, co-produced by Ross Orton. Engineered by Ian Shea. I presume it's Shay. Recorded at Sage and Sound Recording, LA. And Ranch de la Luna, Joshua Tree. There you go. Ranch de la Luna is Joshua Homme's, like, his ground. Except track 1 is produced by James Ford and Ross Orton. Track 2 produced and engineered by Ross Orton at McCall's Sound Studios. Track 7 produced by James Ford. Keys recorded at Vox Recording Studios, LA. That's where Alexandra Savia did her album, which turned 3 a couple of days ago. Anyway, keys on tracks 3 and 6 to 12 by James Ford. Backing vocals on tracks 3 and 11 by Joshua Homme. Oh, so he not only does knee socks, but what's number one for the road? That is something I did not know. I think I did. Just forgot it. No, of course he does. Why am I being stupid? I'm being stupid. I'm having lapses of memory. Of course he does it on I forget some things. I forget a lot of things. I forget to do this. Percussion on track 7 by Pete Thomas. Bloody Billy Ryder Jones. Right, sorry. Additional guitar on tracks 8 by Billy Ryder Jones. I bought this a long time ago. And read these a long time ago. When I didn't know who Bill Ryder Jones was. Billy Ryder Jones is from Coral. I think, if I've got the right guy. Anyway, mixed by Chad Blake at Full Mongrel Studios, Wales. Interesting. Go from LA to Wales. Mastered by Brian Lucy at Magic Garden Mastering. LP mastering by Chris Bellum and Bernie Grunman Mastering, LA. Designed by Alex Turner and Matthew Cooper. Photography by Zachary Michael. Zachary Michael is amazing. His work is just amazing. Management, Ian McAndrew and Jeff Barradell for Wildlife Entertainment Limited. Wow. There we go, I've actually done it. What are the... Oh, it's 23 minutes, so it's not bad. I might do another one. Oh my god, I'm sorry, that was my whole body just breaking. And I might do Lana Del Rey. I've got Born to Die an album. I've got the other Arctic Monkeys albums, of course. And they're all up here. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm trying to tap on a bookcase. I've got a lot of... Because, of course, some of them won't have lyric sheets, which is a bit... I'll work my way around it. Maybe I'll print it out or something. Because there are some I want to talk about. I've got to do. What I was talking about earlier was I've got Useless Magic. That's what it's called, yeah, Useless Magic by Florence. It was that book that she made full of poetry, and she added some sermons, but it's mainly lyrics. It's all of her lyrics from her albums. Because I love Florence and the Machine. Florence and the Machine, Arctic Monkeys, Jamie T. Lily Allen. I was thinking about Lily Allen earlier. Lily Allen doesn't deserve any of the bad things that are forced upon her. I think we should stop saying as well that like people in the media or people in the public eye have gone through some bad times. No, no, no. They've had bad shit forced upon them by the media and arguably by fans. I'll take that. I'll take that. Anyway, there are people moving in my house. I'm apologising if that's audible. I'm going to leave it here for now. And probably do a Lana Del Rey one. Don't quote me on that, because last time I said I would do something, I didn't do anything for like a year. So I also might just turn around and not do anything. Oops. I could do, no I couldn't. I would say I could do How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful by Florence and the Machine. But I recently stuck up the lyric sheet, 'cause it's got like a poster thing on the back of it, stuck up on display. So maybe not. But you can bloody tell I'm the guitarist. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So, adios muchachos.